Yo, check this out. This is Wayne Wonder, representing for Warrior LTV. You see the vision, don't it? See the vision. Warrior LTV. Keep it locked.
I'm gonna tell you. We, as bloggers, these are the issues that we need to address. You understand what I said? Yes, set the bar for the youth. Share, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned to the channel. I don't know all this shit. Yes, sir. Brothers and sisters, greetings to the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I, and all things good and wonderful amongst us and about us. Welcome, viewers and subscribers. Viewers, if you like the content, subscribe and make sure you go to the platform. Don't forget to like the video. For those who like the videos and watch it, regular subscribers, like the video. Don't know, make it run into due course. It's a requirement of YouTube for that go on. Seen? So, what we observed the other day is we observed a lot of feelings in Jamaica the other day. We have two of them we want to look upon. We want to look upon the Terra Nova apartment, them where poor people money build up, and in the end it wasn't given to poor people. Poor people was told that for some reason, some lackluster reason we never hear much about, them tell them say them nah go long. That was a plan from morning. Poor people never did for inherit or benefit nothing from this. We know that. See? But we observe something in the media. We want to share a video with them later on. But for now, we want to look on we have another video for sure with Cornwall Regional Hospital and things like that. See, but on top of that, we want to bear in mind say $40 million is unaccounted for seen in Jamaica during the COVID outbreak. Seen? And the thing about it is that there's no consequence. These guys are just do what they want to do whenever they want to do. And poor people just suffer. See? So upon the incident of the baby them now, I can read a bit. Because you see, I can read what I go on and Sunday we delve into, that's how we like do it. By a publication from the Loop Media, it appears the Andrew Holness-led government may be facing its own, last baby scandal after Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Chris Tufton admitted Wednesday that a number of babies had died at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital following an outbreak of resistant bacteria during the summer. According to Nationwide News, Tufton's Health and Wellness Minister had to turn to the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, for help. However, while that was happening and babies were reportedly dying, the public was kept in the dark. Tufton told the radio station on Wednesday evening that a shortage of nurses could have led to the outbreak, while disputing the number of babies that died. The insinuation that somehow dozens of babies have died is not the information that I have, but every death is regrettable, and so it is not an excuse. We have the problem and we have some challenges in dealing with it, but we are dealing with it, Tufton said. He also disclosed that the ratio of nurses to babies in the neonatal intensive care unit should be 1 nurse to 2 babies. The critical nursing shortage faced in Jamaica has upended these numbers. We are now at 1 nurse to 7 babies and sometimes more, and it does create a challenge for infection prevention and control, Tufton said. Deaths as a result of resistant bacteria were reportedly recorded in the summer months. Both healthy and sick babies were said to be infected. So 2 mothers who returned to the hospital for postnatal checkups. As suggested by Tufton, the situation was blamed at a breakdown in infection control at Victoria Jubilee Hospital. Despite their best efforts, the staff was reportedly unable to bring the situation under control, resulting in the health minister returning to PAHO for help. The PAHO team also reported visited Bustamante Hospital for Children. In 2015, a so-called dead baby scandal rocked the then government of Portia Simpson Miller, resulting in the Minister of Health, Dr. Fenton Ferguson, being relieved of the portfolio and Central Minister of Labour. It was revealed in October that year that 18 preterm babies had died at the University Hospital of the West Indies and Cornwall Regional Hospital following an infectious outbreak caused by the bacteria Klebsiella and Serratia. The cause of Ferguson's head, which he had initially dismissed as being politically motivated, mounted after he suggested that the preterms were not babies in the real sense. That's a high-level insensitivity from a Minister of Health and Wellness. You know, see, now, all of this happened while $40 million is still misappropriated, even to this day. And the minister responsible, who just said Tufton, I give some sort of reason, like it's not really that important, or it hasn't really happened. You know, the body, you know, the body who look into these things found that this money is unaccounted for. And the explanation from the guy who is supposed to be accountable for this money is that they never said it was missing. I mean, where is it then? And, you know, with all of this, with the children them being considered as not human by this same guy, you know, how we look on them thing, you know, it's a high level complacency with, you know, Jamaica and the diaspora for these things happen and go unattended. You know, see, we're supposed to have some level of consequence. We're supposed to have some level of accountability, Rasta. You know, regardless. I mean, this is not a case of crime and violence where it get out of hand and, you know, it depends on certain different entities, like the gunman them for behave themselves and the police them for, you know, operate more and things like that. This is a case where the baby them not have no say in the matter. Well, I mean, I tell you, you know, them things hurt and depressing bad, you know, Rasta. You know, see, and on top of that, we could see a little video with the present day, most recent state of the Cornwall Regional Hospital. It cringing and depressing, literally. You know, see, because at the end of the day, if you don't use them things, you know, we could watch the video.
Esse coach na maçã.
Something all right? Something alright, yeah.
Now, if when I in the diaspora, regardless of which part in the diaspora already, find myself in need of care at one of them institutions here on the island, Rasta. The moment you walk in at them, you want to faint, you want to turn back, regardless of what happened to you. You know, see. Now, the next thing about all of this is it's surprising. Or why would we think there's a lot more cover-ups are going with the state here, where we just observed this a while ago, the state of the hospital where we just see this a while ago. Why would we feel like a lot more cover-up are going with a whole heap of other little simple areas of, medicine? Can't, because if these are the surface part of the whole thing, where as soon as you walk in, seeing it's visible to you, say it's like you're walking a hell. You're walking I don't know which part on the planet, probably I don't, and the maddest thing about all of this is that when you look on the police car them out there, when you look on the soldier jeep them, when you look on the fire truck them and things like them there, when you look on the private ambulance them and all of them thing there, it's a far cry from what really are going here. So, why isn't more focus paid to this area of health or this area of Jamaica's existence? Is it because only poor people got it so? Yeah, because again, these are not the facilities where the uptown and the rich people them go to get care when them need it. You understand what I say? Them not turn up at Kingston Public Hospital. At one point, some in a lot of cases, the experience not there enough for them rich facilities uptown and things like that. So a lot of time they have to come downtown, come down and get transferred on a KPH for the team, the medical team, them down they deal with them and things like that. I wonder if now, them would have really go sit down and lay down in them sort of condition there. See, because this is not acceptable for animal. You don't want, that's if a vet, if you got one vet Rasta and see the place look so, you don't feel good for your pet. Get treatment there, so. Look on the condition and look on the care being applied to the patient them, them things come on, hey. What have to happen? What needs to happen for, little paint on the wall them, Rasta? Little flooring on the floor them, make it look more palatable. We see a pass a lady with a mop in our bucket a clean up. Yo, it's fair to say, yeah, we have a superior knowledge when it comes on to our approach, when it comes on to cleanliness. But at this point, yeah, can we rely on that only? Because in them circumstances, in them medical situation, yeah, the least they could, this and that cause contamination and the transference of bacteria and things like that. Before you know say it exists, the amount of people where it affect who get contaminated and things like that. See, them things you need far more assistance, them things you need to be addressed, Rasta. See, and the wickedest thing about it is that 40 million disappear out of the health fund where, the minister were in charge, a play down, a downplay like say, it not happen, or even, not even say it not happen, but, in the business, that the uncaring nature there, the gesture from him is like, so well then, so what? And them sort of attitude that we are get. When I would have want prefer no say I rang with that one yeah, with the video. Say somebody Photoshop something or take something from some other place can come say a Jamaica. You know see, the end of the day, I know me I walk and I publicize that Jamaica is now a first world country. You know see, it's the government them have the day attack how Jamaica bounce back pre-COVID. Where all of them profit there? You know? Where all of them benefits there? If you assist health and safety in the hospital, them rasta. Them things are not acceptable. You know? We can't talk about this enough, but another laughing matter upon the agenda. You know see, Terranova Apartments, where we certain say are NHT, National Housing Trust, money, bill it. No, National Housing Trust is a thing for those who might not realize or know. It's a tax, a compulsory tax where them draw out of the workers them money from every facet of Jamaica workforce. Them draw out money out of them pay towards the NHS fund, NHT fund. Seeing the NHT is a thing now where it's supposed to help assist poor people or the less fortunate in owning a house at some point in them life. Right now, me and man we are 60 a day old, so them just meet the requirement for get one of the house them, and them still have to pay back the mortgage and thing like that, you know. You see, you know, for the rest of them life, them not living on a peace. Them will always have that. The mortgage, you know, when you reach certain age, you're supposed to do away with them things. They're not supposed to have the mortgage thing and I worry about and all them sort of thing. Where I say I pay the NHS for so long, you know, that's like the least 40 odd years NHS payment. You know, see, NHT payment, sorry, NHS National Health Service in Britain, NHT National Housing Trust in Jamaica. You know, see, yet you take the people and money and you could have helped our bill a thing like Terranova apartments, and then the end now, you know, it failed in our face. See, let me read a little article regarding the whole thing. not regarding the failure, the recent failure. I have a video for that one I'm showing you in a bit. Just give me a second there. This taken from the Observer, and it was October the 30th. Just, you know. Kingston, Jamaica, the residents of Terranova Development on Waterloo Avenue in St. Andrew will no longer offer residential units for sale. The developers citing adverse external economic condition impacting the project. I want to know how that supposed to be something need explaining yourself, you know, because if the NHT have a hand in this, you don't know what kind of external argument them guy come talk about you know. And the thing is, it just fall upon deaf ears. Just another 9-day news in Jamaica. You know, I wonder, oh, and if the effects of them things now impact the people them certain way, where them themselves, you know, feel the pinch. Anyway, instead, the new building will only accommodate hotel suites and amenities as an extension of the existing hospitality facilities on the premises, stated a release announcing the decision by the developers to reconfigure the project from being a mixed-use business development to a commercial building only. This was announced to stakeholders last week by the Hussey family, developers of the complex. The release added. A series of meetings was held with professional service providers and depositors who were advised that based on sudden and significant changes in market conditions, the mixed-use business model for the development, hotel and residential, is significantly less viable at this time. Therefore, a difficult decision has had to be made to modify the development plans to accommodate hotel units only, stated the release. The depositors were also advised that all deposits made would be refunded in full during the week beginning November the 1st, 2022, it added. We thank our investors, professional service providers, and members of the business community who continue to show trust and confidence in us as a family, who has contributed over decades to the building of our nation through our investment in hospitality, manufacturing, pharmaceutical, and gaming, said a statement from the developers. The Hussey family broke ground on the construction of the 7 billion residence at turnover on June 11, 2021, with plans for a 14-story development comprising 91 units. At the groundbreaking, Prime Minister Andrew Wallace labeled the project as a strong signal of confidence of a rebound of our economy. Nah, I say nothing more. Watch that video. Yeah, that are the rebound where the economy make. Now, in enough cases, a lot of we, due to our leaning toward certain dependency and what we see are going in front of our eye, we totally ignore the spiritual aspect of our well-being, of our life. And when it comes to Obia and gathering and certain protection alone, you hear people observe a level of spirituality. And even so, it's like the spiritual aspect, the true spiritual connotation is not even being observed. What really happens is that them depend on the physical performance or ability of the Obia man to grant them wish. You know, see it. But at the end of the day, you know, I not forgot that. I can't forget that. You know, see, I man always have to observe that. And I man have to attribute the washout we're going there so to a high level of spiritual address. Because Jamaica people themselves now observe certain things, and the wickedness of the industry, the Prime Minister, the government, them and them people just run unabated whatsoever, without consequence. Nobody. I make certain important address towards certain things. Even the opposition. You know, I don't know, originally, we may hear about a building project here. At some point, we hear say the NHT have a lot to do with it. I must be wrong. Somebody correct me, Rasta. You know, see, this is the Uptown project where we talk about all along, say, where all NHT money for spend on Uptown project when all of the people, the majority, 99% of the people who contribute to the NHS live downtown in a informal settlement for the most height and all them sort of thing there. You know, see, that them people that struggle with land these days. And you know what I say? So, how, you know, this becomes now a private project where private investors make terms and conditions and all them, so cancel what they want to cancel without any farmer questioning. You know? You see, politics in Jamaica just becomes a circus. You know, see it. And try all you want, try all you might. You see, revolution of the mind that's what mostly necessary in order to get some farmer accountability from them people here who claim to them run the show. You know, see, as a people, Rasta, you need to be more responsible. You have to take more responsibility in your day-to-day. You have to look on the things around you where work and see who and what I work for, and consider the thing that we now work, like the hospital. What kind of state that? A hospital for in Jamaica. And when you look on the tourist sector, when you look on all of them sort of thing there, I mean, suppose an outbreak of, let's say, poisoning should happen at one of them hotel there where they have to rush with people in a bulk, you know, mass. Accidental, you know, these things happen. If you not talk, nobody do it, you know, deliberately. We had some accident happen and thing like that, some mix up happen and some hotel guests should I get, you know, even a thing like, you know, one of them outbreak there where you have to rush with them go these hospitals go forget treatment and thing like that. How on earth that's gonna apply? How it's gonna be I mean, we don't care people go kill them off more. You see? And the reason why them things go, you know, unobserved are shoved under the table is because it's poor people. It's poor people mainly I struggle with them sort of thing. You see? And them sitting here, them thing here, it's not acceptable, Rasta. Something desperately needs to be done. And you know the most next thing I say, the government before, I mean, it's over a decade ago, you know, Rasta. You still make a reference back to them people, you know, how long it take for the government after day apply the necessary changes where them say it's not part of them vision. How long it take for them apply the necessary changes so that's, you know, the mistakes where the government before them make, you know, becomes absolute or obsolete. Where it no affect for them progress a decade after. How a decade after you still go and look on the government before and talk about the things what them do and what, you know, John, you know, like the video if you watch it so far, you know, see it like me asked before, just press the like button, it's simple and plain, make we grow the platform. Enough respect.